everybody! No better time than summer to escape to the great outdoors and leave the stresses of modern life. But unfortunately, the only thing predictable about nature is its unpredictability, and anything could happen. So this video is just to give you guys some tips, easy things you can do to keep yourself safe or your family safe while you're on your outdoor adventure. Now, statistically speaking, injuries that happen while going on an adventure are easily treatable and not that big of a deal. But if anything were to happen, even something simple like spraining your ankle, if you don't know how to treat it and manage it, you can either make yourself stranded for days on end until help arrives, or do further damage by trying to get to your car and get to safety to get it treated. The goal when giving first aid in the wilderness is to prevent the condition from worsening while you get either the person that you're treating to safety or yourself to safety, or waiting until help arrives. Now, your basic knowledge should include things like it is probably important to adapt your knowledge to where you're going to be adventuring and what you are going to be doing. For example, if you are rock climbing, you might want to know how to treat a dislocated joint and deep gashes. Or if you're traveling in snake country, you might want to know how to treat a snake bite, and so on. If you are traveling with a group, you can all practice first aid together. This way, it's a good bonding exercise, but also keeps the knowledge fresh in your mind. And then everybody knows it. With your first aid knowledge, you should also have a first aid kit. The American Red Cross has released a list of what they believe should be in a basic first aid kit, and that includes the following. Now, this is just the basic list. Obviously, you will need to adapt it and personalize it to you or to your family, to your group. For example, if you are diabetic, it might be prudent to have an extra blood glucose monitor and testing supplies. If you are taking medications, have extra medication in your kit. If you have allergies, to make sure there's an EpiPen in there, and so on. It would also be a good idea, depending on where you're going to be traveling and what you are doing, to have emergency supplies in your first aid kit. Things like extra food or energy bars, waterproof matches, signal mirror, feminine hygiene products. Include a list of contacts and their information, but also your medical information like current medications, allergies, medical history, just in case you can't communicate that to whoever is rescuing you. And if you aren't traveling alone, making sure that somebody knows how long you're going to be adventuring and where you are going to be can be crucial if a rescue effort has to be made. In most cases, people are found within 24 hours of a rescue being initiated, but again, that is not when the accident happened. So if you're traveling alone, or if nobody knows where you are at or how long you're supposed to be gone, it could be 2 or 3 or more days while you're stranded out there in the wilderness before a rescue effort is even made. In 2014, it was reported that 23% of rescue efforts had to be made because of someone getting fatigued or just their physical condition. 42% of those cases, the activity that people were doing were just daytime hiking. Like, they weren't rock climbing or spelunking or anything crazy like that. They were just hiking and they had to be rescued. So it's very crucial to know your fitness level, know what you are capable of, know the trails that you are hiking on. If you are questioning anything at all, maybe wait and come back another day. All right, the second most common reason for people needing to be rescued was because they either made a bad judgment or they had insufficient information. Now, a lot of this can be avoided simply by researching the area that you're going to be on, the trails that you will be hiking on, the animals that are in the area, and also the weather. And this will help you better prepare your itinerary. It will help you to plan what clothes you need to bring. Obviously, in the mountains, we know that just because it's really hot during the day, it gets cold at night, you're gonna need warm clothes. But also what to pack in your first aid kit, again, to keep it relevant to where you are at and what you are doing. This research will help you decide that maybe it's just not the right time to go. Now, I know it's a trend and an issue of pride for some people to be able to hike solo, but if anything were to happen, you are completely on your own. Yes, you might give your itinerary to someone, but again, if you fall and hit your head, there's no one to help you out.